Hey there! Welcome back to Reddit Dating, best channel for cheating stories. Make sure to like and subscribe the channel for more spicy stories. My female 22, boyfriend, male 31, of 3 years won't stop using dating apps. I think it's time for me to leave. In our 3 years together, my boyfriend has gone on and off Tinder on and off. I've made it very plain that it worries me, but he has always excused it by saying he's just looking for an ego boost. Several months ago, we had a major disagreement about it during which I threatened to leave, and I honestly felt that was the end of it. But it wasn't. It's a little naive, to be honest. I should also say that his ex-girlfriend ended her relationship with him for the same reason. I feel like a complete stupid for believing that he would ever change. Upon awakening this morning, I realized that he had been using my phone and that his email account was still active. In the course of investigating, I discovered that he'd gotten an email from an app called Hinge, which, to give you an idea of the kind of software, described itself as the app that was created to be deleted. Great. My stomach began to churn almost instantly. I joined up for the site using his phone number, and he's posted profile photos of himself that I've taken when we've been out on dates. He describes his ideal match as follows: if you like Chinese food and have a dog, if you're silly and comfortable with your surroundings, and if you're willing to overshare. As part of his request, he has also indicated that he only wants to be partnered with Hindus or Muslims. I'm a white British male of European descent. I had a nagging feeling that something wasn't quite right with him the other day, but I couldn't put my finger on it. He was acting oddly, and it was making me anxious. He had the nerve to tell me that I was probably just going through a hormonal phase. The worst part is his reaction to everything. He heard me sobbing and sounded concerned, and then he saw me holding his phone, at which point he just took it away from me and went back to bed. The last time I heard from him was about an hour ago, and the only interaction I've had with him since then has been him asking me to open the bathroom door, not to check on me, but because he needed to go to the bathroom. At this point, it seems that this post is a hoax. The fact that he's on this thing has plainly damaged me, but what has taken me by surprise more than anything is his total lack of guilt or response to my fury. What can I do? I'm so upset, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm so embarrassed by the situation that I don't want to tell my family or friends about how he's treated me, and I can't even talk to him about it, since he's refusing to address whatever is wrong and he's still asleep. I'm completely at a loss on what to do. He's ruined my self-esteem to the point that I'm certain I won't be able to function without him, but I know I won't be able to. Should I even bother trying to communicate with him, or should I just walk away? All of the images were captured on screen, and I was on the verge of sending them to his family when I changed my mind. The fact is that if I just go, he will not be subjected to any consequences. The opportunity to go on random dates without feeling bad is exactly what he desires. It just seems so unfair that I'm the one who has to deal with grief while he gets to go out and have a good time. I'm well aware that the vast majority of comments will urge me to leave, and I'm not going to argue with you on that point. But how can I fulfill my need for closure or retribution? Update. Within an hour after writing this piece, I gathered myself and my belongings, put them in my vehicle, and drove out. It seemed impossible since there was so much material and I was a mess, but I made it in the end. He was simply lying in bed pretending to sleep the whole time, which irritated me more than anything else. I got the impression he couldn't give. We'd been living together for 2 years, but thankfully in September, I chose to get my own student apartment clearly. I knew things weren't going well at the time, and thank goodness, I made the choice since now I have a place to stay. While I was about to leave in my vehicle, he texted me saying, "I'm not going to disrespect you by asking you to stay or come back, but could you kindly leave the keys to the house?" I'd already left them, but that final jab at me enraged and pained me. There was no apology, no farewell, simply leave the keys. That's all I've got for now. So I'm presently sitting in bed, with my belongings in suitcases all about me, going through these comments, and have been for the past couple of hours. Thank you for your encouragement. Even the harsh remarks were appreciated, since they serve as a wake-up call and a kick in the pants to get my life in order. I'm sorry that this of a relationship has ended, upset that it occurred the way it did, but I'm also relieved. I can do anything I want now and work on my self-esteem problems. I'm traveling down to visit the rest of my family tomorrow. I haven't seen them since Christmas, and I can't wait to see them. The rage is still there, but I'm simply going to go on. I'm not going to spend any more time on him. Story 2. On holidays with wife and kids, Learned on Valentine's Day that she has a lover. I, male 37, have been married to my wife 37 female for 12 years. I discovered around a year or two ago that she no longer seemed to love me, no attentions, no I love you, no initiative from her. She also spends a lot of time on her phone and conceals it whenever I approach her. I saw a glimpse of hearts on WhatsApp yesterday. When I checked her phone this morning, I found texts like, I love you, Angel, from her, and I love you, my wonder caught in the grip of HS terrible husband, from him. I'm not English, so this is my own translation. It was a message from this morning, which I'm quite sure she deletes every evening since she now takes her phone into the bathroom to prepare. Also, although I'm not proud of it, I saw highly flirtatious text on her phone in 2016. She knows and said it was nothing. We are now on winter vacation in a modest condo with our 2 daughters, 6M, 9M. She noticed I was acting strange this morning, so I told her I had seen the messages. I kissed my guys goodbye and exited on foot. She phoned and texted me, but I didn't respond to any of them. I left about 11 a.m. and had to return to the apartment at 4 p.m. to get some belongings, and she tried to convince me that it's nothing, I didn't cheat, think about the kids. I told her I couldn't chat right now and left. I'm distraught and have no idea what to do. I want to weep, yell, insult her, wait till Tuesday because I could meet her boyfriend and punch him in the glasses and die easy. It's minus 16 deg C here. I'm heartbroken. Also, I've never had a breakup before. She's my first, so that may explain why I'm having such a hard time. Update. Since then, we male 38, she female 38 have discussed a lot about our relationship troubles, but something significant occurred last Tuesday, Feb 27. I traced her phone, terrible, but I didn't trust her, and noticed she was in a strange spot at lunch, so I drove there 20 minutes and found her in her lover's vehicle in the middle of nowhere. When I spoke with him, he confirmed they had 3 times. 3 times in January, once in February, despite the fact that she informed me many times, face-to-face, over text message or via email, that they never got physical and that their relationship was primarily a game. I've been heartbroken since that day. We chatted some more, and I'm not sure I can trust her with all the lies. It's dreadful. She said that she needs some time to decide if she can love me again. However, I know she still loves her partner, and I believe the shock of my discovery should be enough to make her realize whether she genuinely loves me. She claims to care about me, but it's not the same as it was years ago. I've been sleeping 4 hours every night, crying every few hours, and I can't focus on my job or anything else because I can't get her and her boyfriend out of my thoughts. We agreed to wait until the end of the month to see how things progressed. This choice was made before learning about them, but I'm sure I won't forgive her, and I'm sure she won't love me the way I want her to. We're probably going to divorce, but I'm not sure how I'm going to make it until the end of the month. I'd want to get started on the divorce paperwork straight now. To give myself some breathing room, I'm going to wait until Saturday before telling her we need to work on the divorce, since the situation isn't going to improve by the end of the month. What are your thoughts? For the record, we discussed divorce openly, and I told her I wanted to do it fairly and cleanly, mostly for the sake of the children, but also so that we could support one another. When I asked if she'd see her lover if we divorced, she said, probably, but slowly. I'm not sure why we have to wait until the end of the month. For the time being, we're living together with our 2 children, attempting to live a regular life of work and pleasure. It's quite difficult, and I don't have many people to whom I can confide. I told one colleague and one sports buddy about it.